Hello, I'm Nathalia Ramírez. I'm presenting the paper Decoding Hidden Poverty and Building Theoretical Foundations. And well, here what we are going to present, it's a new kind of poverty that is not necessarily new, but that doesn't have a specific kind of definitions, neither measurement or any classification. And what we're talking here, it's a poverty that's has a very important component of shame, because it's a poverty that it's really difficult to identify, not only by us, but also by society and even by the own people that it's suffering. So a very short example could be someone that it's in the late 80s, that it's a widow, and she managed to buy a house when she was young, but now the pension maybe is not enough, right? So she's living in a good neighborhood, so even though she cannot maybe afford to buy groceries, she will never consider to openly ask for help, because that's a way of showing that she is in problem, in the sense that poverty is also a moral failure. So this kind of poverty, that's why it's hidden, in the sense that you don't want, as the one suffering, to let the others know, but also from outside, as society, they will never expect that that person will be passing through this kind of situation. Right? So as an example, it's easy to get it, but then there is no theoretical framework for it. And we know that that exists, and that maybe it's not only one or two cases, but it's also systematic. That's why we thought of creating, from building the theoretical framework, not only from the poverty studies, but also going more interdisciplinary, in the sense that even though we already know that itself, the poverty and the being poor, it's considered shameful, don't being called poor and being hiding, it's also something that requires our attention. So in that sense, what we are going to explain here, it's how we are just landing into very binary classifications, where if you are not poor or you are poor, you have something, but then in between there is nothing. There is no policy representation, there is no politics neither, because they are not a group, so they cannot fight for whatever they want to fight. And also there are no dimensions or ways to show that there is really something that it must be done. That's something that we are going to explain in the paper. Also, we are proposing some dimensions, and also we are proposing some modifying factors that will somehow explain why this could be very generalized, but also very specific according to the context where you are really looking for it.